Wow. Look at all of these video uploads. This is crazy. So last night, I told myself that I was not going to go to bed until I got all of these videos uploaded. And I held myself to that. I was up until almost 5 o'clock in the morning getting these videos uploaded and scheduled. You probably saw I scheduled them to be published every 15 minutes since 8 o'clock this morning. And I think they finished around like 1:30 or so. Right now it's around 3 o'clock. So that is a huge weight off my chest that I have now caught back up. Everything is uploaded and I feel like I can breathe easy. You'll be able to now like see everything happening in real time. That's the good news. The bad news, and I was kind of expecting this, since all the videos started being published this morning, I have lost a ton of subscribers. I haven't shown this in the video yet because I was gonna wait until the office tour video, but I have this counter on my desk that shows a real-time count of my subscribers. I got that as sort of a way to like keep myself motivated, because I felt like if I always see that number, I can tell myself like that's the amount of people that care enough to watch these videos, and it helps me keep the motivation to keep going, keep staying up to date with everything. And I know that's not the biggest number in the world. In fact, comparing it to like the broader spectrum of YouTube, that's nothing. But to me, it's a very significant number because it tells me that there are at least that many people who cared enough to click the subscribe button. And in fact, you may recall a couple years ago when I first hit 1,000, I made that little YouTube play button. It was like a way of sort of like celebrating that milestone. Since I've been sitting here this morning watching the videos go live and everything, I have watched that number just steady decrease. And I think there's two reasons for that. One is probably, and I completely understand, uploading all these videos at once, I'm sure it is filling up everybody's subscription box and homepage, and like everybody's just seeing my face everywhere. And I get it. Nobody wants to see my face everywhere, so I get it that they were probably getting very annoyed by that and just unsubscribed just to get it away. And then the other reason that I feel like is probably happening, I am aware that most people have subscribed to this channel because of the Halloween stuff. The prop making, the haunted house, the documentation of like building the haunt every year. And now all of a sudden I'm putting up videos about the house that we live in. And I understand that it's not the same type of video. This channel, my channel has gone through so many different genre changes throughout the years. This channel has been home to everything from vlogs like this, to the Halloween stuff, to at one point I was like trying to do like a tech YouTube channel with a bunch of like unboxings and everything. So this channel constantly evolves and grows, and I know that in the realm of YouTube, that's not a great thing. People want consistency, people want to know what to expect on your channel. But for me, I think it's a very good representation of me as a person. I've always wanted this channel to be like a representation of me in my life. And I think if you go through the videos, if you go all the way back to the beginning, all the way to now, I don't recommend you do that, you can really see how I have changed and evolved as a person, and how my interests changed and evolved over the years. And that's what I like about it. I like how 20, 30, 40 years from now, I can come back and be like, oh, what was I doing when I was 28 years old? Oh, I had just bought my first house, I was doing this. What did I do when I was 17 years old? Oh, I was making silly unboxing videos in my bedroom. You know, that's why I like YouTube so much. I like being able to... it says this in my descriptions of all my videos, how ever since I was little, I wanted to document my life. I used to walk around, okay, side story. I used to have this little like tape recorder when I was little. It had a microphone attached to it, and you could put blank cassette tapes in and talk and record and then play it back and then rewind and record over it. And I used to do that every day. I would carry that thing around the house with me, and I would talk into the microphone just about everything that was going on around the house. I'd be like, oh, and here's my mom, she's sitting in here watching TV. Oh, here's my dad, he's cooking dinner. And then I would go back and like re-listen to it at the end of the night and then erase it all and do it all over again. So that, I don't really know why, it's just, that's a thing that I have wanted to do my entire life. And YouTube gave me that outlet, I guess. And so that's really what I want this channel to, that's what this channel always has been, and what this channel probably always will be. It will always grow and change and evolve as I do. And I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. And if, you know, if people come and go based off of like what types of videos are being posted, I totally understand. I'm not like upset about that number going down or anything. It was just like while I was sitting here and I was just watching it drop constantly. It's dropped by like at least 20 at this point. It just kind of like, I don't know, it made me sort of reflect on what my channel is and why I do it, I guess. I don't know, I hope all that made sense. For those of you who are still watching and may have been, I know that some of you guys have been watching way back since the beginning and have seen all like the different changes and everything that's gone on and everything that I've done over the last, however long it's been, 13, 14 years. And I think that's really cool. I really appreciate that. And for those of you who may have like just recently found me and are like kind of debating on unsubscribing, you know, ultimately it's up to you. I know that I gained my biggest growth with the Halloween stuff. And I guess just as like a sort of a side note or something, the Halloween stuff is not done. It's kind of taken a back seat right now as we're going through like this big shift in our life with our house and everything. But it will come back. I have a lot of plans for this year, both on and off YouTube. But the Halloween stuff that everybody is used to will come back once we get to that time of year again. But that also kind of brings me to the next thing I wanted to mention. As I was uploading all these videos, I started kind of like formatting them a little bit differently. Assuming that YouTube is working properly. It always seems like sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Above the video title, you may see the hashtag OurHallowLife. And I created that hashtag to sort of like, I don't know, I guess separate all of these videos from all of the other like Halloween type stuff. So if you see that hashtag above the video title or in the description, you can know that it's just a vlog. It's just me talking like this, rambling with my thoughts, showing like what Emily and I are doing that day. And if you want to skip over that, then feel free. You can wait for the next like regular video, which recently have been few and far between, but that's another one of my resolutions for the new year, I guess. I have a lot of ideas for like new video series and new video types and stuff, so that is definitely something that I'm looking forward to and I have to work towards. And the first step in that was getting myself caught back up with these videos. So in any case, that was a lot of rambling for about 12 minutes. And now that I have all the videos uploaded and we're all caught up, I think it's time to start my day. So for lunch today, I'm just making something very simple. Suddenly pasta salad. Very easy, just pretty much boil it for however long it says and then mix in the seasonings. And you got yourself a whole meal. Perfect for someone like me who doesn't have very good cooking skills. Well, I just got done mixing up the seasonings and I'll be honest, this looks kind of gross. Kind of looks like nasty mashed potatoes or something. So then we just take the pasta pour that in. There we go. Looks a lot more normal now with the actual pasta in it. So I think we're gonna have a pretty low-key night tonight. What I kind of want to do is that movie Glass comes out, and I kind of want to go back. I haven't ever seen Unbreakable, and I don't think she has either. We saw Split when it came out a couple years ago, not knowing that it was like a sequel to another movie. So I'd kind of like to go back and watch those movies again so that we're all caught up and we can go see Glass. Emily's testing out her new coffee pot. Or coffee maker, I mean. Ooh, that's way too much.
That's okay.
Now you're like way over.
I will drink all of it.
Gross. I mean, coffee smells okay to me, but I hate it. I hate the taste. I hate anything that has coffee flavoring in it. Ugh. You were making that very strong.
Gotta stay awake.
So you have to put your water filter on top.
Does it go right there or does it go anywhere?
Yeah, it goes right there. And then, yeah, make sure that's there. And you're done.
Where's the coffee at?
It's coming. Now
You need to switch that on.
Yep.
You forgot that part.
Now you put the pizza in the oven. It's working. That does look very clear though. I probably should not be the one explaining how to use the coffee machine because I don't drink it. Also, I just walk in a circle for some reason. So we're starting with Unbreakable.
You're bootlegging.
I know.
You're a bootlegger.
So just got done watching Unbreakable. That was a good movie. I've always heard good stuff about it. I'm surprised I haven't seen it before now, but I liked it. Very excited for Glass. Like I said, we saw Split when it first came out, so definitely looking forward to Glass. So we've had a couple of instances since we moved here where the cat like seemingly disappears. You can't find her anywhere. The first time it happened, we were actually a little bit nervous that like she maybe slipped out the front door or something. And there's been a couple times since where I'm just like looking in every single room and I can't find her anywhere, and then all of a sudden she appears. Well, I think we just found her secret hiding spot. Somehow she manages to fit herself in this tiny little gap underneath the dresser.
Let me see. Your cute face. Look, there's your face. Oh, kitty.
She's reaching out.
Oh, look at her little face. So cute. Oh.
What are you reaching for?
Boop. Oh. Okay. Let's see which one she'll spot first.
She's thinking about it. She took it. What's her favorite color? What is your favorite color? Blue.
You can head on back.
Oh yeah, she gave the purple one back.
I would like to do a return of this one. Okay.
Well, now you'll never get that one back.
Well, she might swap it.
Well, those will be under the dresser for the rest of time. So we've been working on a little bit more organization up here. I made a couple adjustments to this room. I now have a red and orange fire and ice light to light up the back wall. Because before, it was so dark in here that you couldn't even really tell it was orange. It kind of just looked black. So this kind of helps bring out the color a little bit. Plus, it's really a nice contrast with the orange and blue. It's the same reason why my monitors have an orange image on it, to contrast the blue. And then Emily was also working on organizing this room a little bit. When we did our updated house tour a few days ago, we didn't want to show you this room because it was kind of a wreck. Everything you see here was kind of just like all right there. So she got it organized a good bit, and it's looking pretty nice. She's gonna be using this as not only the cat's room, but also like her craft room and stuff. So she's got a lot of her stuff over here. This dragon knife was actually given to me as a Christmas gift from my dad a couple years ago, but I felt like it would fit the dragon theme a little bit more than my Halloween theme in there. So it looks good in here. This is her little person. I can't remember what they're called, but I made him dab.
I only got him because Sims 2 had it as a decoration. That was so cool.
Yeah. So now he's just forever dabbing. And then over here, like I said, is gonna be her like craft room area. So she has her little, what do you want to call it? Paint box thing.
I also didn't realize it's crooked. Like it's
fine.
Right, but I guess that's okay.
Yeah, you can't really tell. So it's coming along nicely. I know she wants to paint in here, and she was also talking about like draping some curtains over here and stuff to make like a little sanctuary for the cat. Oh yeah.
Thanks for reminding me too.
And she put this little incense burner in the window and filled it up with catnip.
No, it's cat school.
It's like the cat's little personal
Cat bowl.
What do you want to call it? Yeah, cat bowl. You guys know what I'm talking about. I also have my collection of knives and swords and stuff over here. Because I'm thinking about, once we get the hallways painted and everything, thinking about displaying my swords like on these walls. Maybe getting a couple shelves, because there's a bunch of... I don't think I've ever really shown this in my videos before, but I have like a collection of knives and cool stuff. Just maybe a couple shelves here and there with those. So I think we're going to have to call it a night at this point. It is almost 3 o'clock in the morning and I have to work tomorrow, so I've got to head to bed very soon. I hope today was kind of strange. Started off with like my inner ramblings and still dropping. But you know what? It is what it is. Eventually it'll even out and then hopefully slowly start to grow again. So, as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.